Hello boys and girls, it is math time, and today we're going to be talking about adding tens and dimes. So a couple things will be helpful for you to have during this lesson. So we have a worksheet that goes along with this, but if you use the back of the worksheet, you can draw some 10 rods like I did on the board, and that will help you a little bit with the lesson. And if you can get some dimes, like I have here. I drew some dimes on the board as well on the other side, and we're going to be looking at dimes and 10 rods today basically. So it will be helpful if you have some dimes with you, and it will be helpful if you draw some 10 rods on the back of your paper. Okay, so that will just be something helpful for you to have. All right, now let's get started on the lesson. Okay, so if you have your paper, go ahead and draw two 10 rods like I drew over here. All right, draw two 10 rods. Okay, so a 10 rod equals how much? 10, right? It equals 10. It's supposed to be like 10 little squares all stacked up on top of each other. A 10 rod equals 10. Okay, so we have two 10 rods. Good. And then I want you leave a little space like I did, and then draw four 10 rods. All right, so we have two 10 rods over on this side and four 10 rods over on this side. Okay? Makes sense? All right. Now, what does the model show? It shows two 10s and four 10s, right? Or altogether, that would be six 10s, right? So it shows two 10s and four 10s, or altogether six 10s. Now, what does two 10s equal? Two 10s equals 20, right? Because we go 10, 20. All right, so let's put that down here. You can write this on your paper too. 20. Two 10s equals 20, right? And what does four 10s equal? Well, let's count. 10, 20, 30, 40. 40. So two 10s equals 20. Four 10s equals 40. So what would six 10s equal? All together, what would these 10 rods equal? Six 10s. Let's count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Very good. So, another way that we can write this is we can write two 10s plus four 10s equals 2 plus 4 equals 6. Six 10s. Good. All right, makes sense. Another way to write this, because two 10s equals what? 20, right? So another way to write this would be 20 plus four 10s, which also equals 40. So we can do 20 plus 40 equals six 10s, which is 60. Okay, so we added two 10s plus four 10s and got six 10s. But another way to write that, instead of saying two 10s plus four 10s equals six 10s, we can say 20, because two 10s equals 20, plus 40, four 10s equals 40, equals six 10s, which is 60. Now look at this. Look at how it lines up. All the numbers in the ones place, which is right here, they're all lined up together. With 20, 40, 60, the ones places in all of them are all lined up. And then the numbers in the tens places, 2, 4, and 6, those are in the tens places, because that's how many tens we have. Those are all lined up together too. Okay, very cool, very cool. Makes sense, right? All right, now let's talk about dimes. So go ahead and take a look at your dimes if you have them. All right, we are going to use similar numbers. So take out two dimes if you have them, or if you don't have them, you can draw them like I did. But take out two dimes and put them on one side. Then take out four dimes and put them on the other side. Okay? Two dimes, four dimes. Makes sense. All right? Let's see. So remember, one dime is worth how much? 10 cents. I have it written right up here, so of course you know. But one dime equals 10 cents. So one dime is similar to a 10 rod. because a 10 rod equals 10 and 1 dime equals 10 cents. So they both equal 10. So they're pretty similar. They're slightly different, but pretty similar in the way that they're counted. So how much would 2 dimes equal? 10 cents, 20 cents, right? We count by tens when we count dimes because it equals 10, just like how we count by tens when we use 10 rods because those also equal 10. All right, so this is 20 cents, right? 20 cents. All right, what about 4 dimes? We got 4 dimes over here. What about these ones? We have 10, let's count them, 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents. Good, so we have 20 cents and 40 cents. All right, now all together, how many dimes do we have? We have 6 dimes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 dimes all together. Okay, but what would 6 dimes equal? Let's count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 cents. 60 cents. Remember that we count dimes the same way that we count 10 rods. So we counted 60 cents. Okay, that makes sense. So we could write our problem like this, right? We could say 2 dimes plus 4 dimes equals 6 dimes, right? Just like we did on the front. But remember, a dime is just like a 10. So instead of writing it like this, we can say 20 cents because we know 2 dimes equals 20 cents plus 4 dimes, which equals 40 cents, equals 6 dimes, which equals how much? 60 cents. So look again at how all these numbers are lined up. First, the cent sign is all lined up in the same spot, right? Then the ones place in the number, again, all lined up, and the tens place is all lined up. Okay, so you add tens and dimes the same way because 10 rods and dimes are equal. They both equal 10. Okay? All right, let's try a word problem with this. So I'm going to read a little story and we're going to have to figure out what the answer to the question is. Okay, so let me go back this way because we're going to talk about a question with tens first. All right, let's see. Okay, we are going to hear a story. So it says, Alexa swims 10 laps on Monday and 40 laps on Tuesday. All right, so let's look at this. I'm going to use my eraser, my cloth eraser. All right, so 10 laps. Here we go. All right, 10 laps on Monday, right? 10 laps on Monday and 4 laps on Tuesday. Okay, so a lap is when you swim like across the pool. All right? So, or 40 laps on Tuesday, not 4. So she did 10 laps on Monday, 40 laps on Tuesday. Okay, so how many laps does Alexa swim in the 2 days? All right, so you can use 10 rods to solve this by having one 10 rod for the 10 laps she did on Monday, and then 4 10 rods for the 40 laps she did on Tuesday. So it'll be 10 plus 40 equals what number? Let's look at our 10 rods to figure it out. So it'd be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 laps in total. And if you look at this, again, our ones place all lined up. All those zeros in the ones place are lined up. And our numbers in the tens place are all lined up. All right, so she did 50 laps total. Okay, now let's read a question about money. We're still going to be talking about our friend Alexa. All right, after swimming lessons, Alexa buys a snack. So she spends 20 cents on Monday. Oh, look, we have 20 cents right here. Perfect. And 40 cents on Tuesday. All right, so we have 20 cents and 40 cents on Tuesday. So how much money does Alexa spend on snacks in the 2 days? All right, so we are actually going to be doing the same problem we did before. So she used 2 dimes on Monday and 4 dimes on Tuesday. So how much did she spend in all? Well, again, we've got to add it up like this. 20 cents plus 40 cents equals 60 cents. All right? So, boys and girls, that is our lesson on adding tens and dimes. Okay? You can even think of other problems if you'd like to about adding tens or adding dimes together. But you also have a worksheet that you're going to be working on where you're going to practice adding tens and dimes together. So remember, when you're adding those together, how the ones are lined up and the tens are lined up, and if you're using money, the cent sign is also lined up. All right? So that is your math lesson for today, boys and girls. We're going to talk a little bit more about this tomorrow as well. Work hard on your worksheet. I think you're going to do an awesome job, and keep up the good work, boys and girls.